Well, hi, I have one more quick project. Even though it's nighttime, I may be able to get away with this. See how the natives are feeling. Water, water. Now, let's grab a whole bunch of cans of water. You just right-click on the water blocks and it fills the empty cans with water. Yay, come on. Now the empty cans, as I showed, it's 3 tin ingots in an upside down V pattern. In this mod pack gives you 24 empty cans. That's pretty cool. Used to be only 12. What we're gonna do with these guys is, well, gonna start a peat bog just because that's a nice cheap early game source of power. And it's made up of that. 16, well, it's 4 sand, 4 dirt around a water can. You can use a water bucket, but you'll only get 6. I don't know why. But anyway, we now have 2x64 peat bog. Well, it's bog earth until you put it in your peat bog. You shall see. That is going to go. You know, this area here is really not big enough. Oh, egg in the face. This area is really not big enough for a building, I don't think. Or do I want to stick it back here? I don't know. Back here is rather inconvenient. That's all specced out as buildings. Whatever. It can always be moved again in the future if necessary. And I just used all my dirt. Alright, so peat bog is pretty much just a batch of it's just a spot of water, or you know, you can do around a lake of water or whatever, but you surround it with your bog earth. And the bog earth, after, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, will turn dark, black, and at that point it's peat. You come out here, whack it with a shovel, and collect peat. And that is what will power the peat-fired engine from forestry. This is all from forestry here. Hey, Bob, I'm trying to work. That's why I'm building a wall of berries, you know. Man, that is so irritating. Alright, let me try and finish my peat bog under friggin' arrow fire. If I just keep moving, maybe he won't hit me as much. Haha, you missed. Haha, you missed. I mean, haha, you hit. Ow. Alright, so that's just wonderful. And that's why I'm building a bunch of friggin' tall-ass berries right there. Actually, just to be funny, I will seek revenge on him. As you recall, I collected quite a few flint and feathers on my last trip, and I am now going to exact my revenge. Actually, why did I do that? I know I have sticks right here. Okay, sticks. Sticks. Now the lowest number is 10, so I can click 9 times. You know, I can click the 10th, but then it will erase the it will then erase the recipe. Oh, hey, little skeleton who thought you were so hot and all that. Yeah. Screwed me while I'm trying to make a demo. Oh, here comes big dope back there. Yeah. Alright, whatever. So, all a peat bog is alright, bone. Pick up the bone. So, the bog earth has to be directly next to a block of water. And sometimes I've filled in lakes and left just a few spots behind, but in this case, I'm just going to fill in around it with dirt. And that'll be our starter peat bog. I can actually make it way bigger. In fact, I will make it way bigger. 2, 3 tentacles and ink sacs right across my face. Tentacles all across my back. You can see I've been having fun. So I got a few dirts as well. Alright, we'll just go fix up what we can fix up. Best not to do this at night, by the way. I believe I am very well illustrating that point as we speak. Now I don't think these are going to ripen unless they're exactly next to a source of water. That's why I brought Mr. Water Source here. And I did start off making a big amount of this. The peat, when you burn it, really lasts a long time. It'll burn in those engines for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes per piece of peat. It really does produce a decent amount of energy. So, this is the perfect size for this. As you can imagine, I will plan out 1, 2, 3 more little plots. And I will fill this one in for now. And what I usually like to do with these is I'll leave a chest right next to it with the bog earth. And sometimes I'll harvest the peat as I'm walking by and just drop it in the chest. And then when I actually need it for my engines, I will come out to the chest and get some. So let me make a chest quickly. In the only place it doesn't have an available crafting table. Sure, that'll work. Oh, you stupid flower, get away from me. Alright, I'll leave my other 16 cans right here. Now the flower's happy, but I'm sad. Oh, I gotta go put up my other, yeah, I gotta, that's fun. Alright, I'll leave my, mining turtle in the, box by the door. That's where I like to leave him. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a spare. Sure, whatever, just go in that spot. Alright, so number 6, 7. So as I say, that's going to be the peat bog. And, oh, why not put it right here? Sure. So here's all the bog earth that will turn into peat. To harvest the peat, actually I'm going to run over and get the fill in the last 2 holes there. To harvest the peat, when it turns black, you just whack up, there's one right there. Good example. So have your peat bog earth ready to replace. Whack it with a shovel, you get a block of peat. And then you fill in with bog earth, rinse and repeat. There you go. I'm going to fill in these last 2 holes with water, and we'll have our functioning peat bog. I hear someone squishing and flapping. I want no part of that right now. I'm trying to be helpful and tutorial. It's okay to just walk on bog earth, by the way. It's not gonna bother it. Let's put you back. Well, it doesn't leave much room for torches. It's torch there, torch there, torch there, torch there, whatever. Alright, well. Popped out another egg, and now you're going to hit me in the face with it. So, now that I have a source of peat, I will go make a couple of peat-fired engines. Maybe fire up... I'll probably power my Minechem stuff first. I just want to see it running on Buildcraft power. I think that would be super cool. So... And then I'll start building facilities to do biomass and ethanol and move up to the biogas engine, which is really the best engine available from the forestry mod. So there we go. That's our official town peat bog. And I now need to make a peat-fired engine. I don't think I have any leftover pistons. Oh man, I'm such a spaz. I did say I was going to leave the bog earth right there. And I can reuse the buckets for something else. Next mission, should I choose to accept it? Why, yes, of course I choose to accept it. Next mission is to put some rubber trees. Rubber trees. Those are so handy. And I'm gonna go grab some bone meal, because I want those suckers to grow, and I want them to grow now. I don't want them to grow later, or whenever they get around to it. I want them to grow now. I need something to eat. Let me see. Got some bread for now. Bone meal. Bone meal's easy. You just put bone in your hand and smash. You got bone meal. I will eat. I'll drop off seeds that I picked up somehow. See, that's for crops. That's for seeds. And I planted my carrots that I brought home sort of around the edges here. There's the first ones. Pretty cool. I can plant another batch. Soon I'll have to expand into plot number 4. And then we'll probably rotate the crops. So it's, sweet corn for a while, peppers for a while, because I'm not going to make a plot for every damn piece of stuff that they can come up with. So let's see. Bone meal for my trees. First of all, I want to clear on some space for you. Grow. Here we go. Here's the circle of life right here. It goes like this. Grow. Die. Grow. Die. Oh look, now I have 9 of them. 9! I had 2, and now I have 9. Grow. Grow. Die. So sad. Die. So sad. Now I have 17 of them. Woohoo! I don't know what's going on with these numbers, but I do appear to be winning. Grow. Ignore the enderman. Die! I think I can get one more whack with this. Get out of my crops! Oh, that is it. I'm gonna take on this guy. Nope, my sword's pretty much whack. Alright, get out of my Has he got a backpack again? What is going on here? This is creepy. Why is he doing that? Let me get in my doorway quickly. So I'm thinking he's gonna be back. Actually, this is almost a brand new sword. He ain't coming back. Huh. Is he waiting for me to become exposed? That's what I would do if I had these mystical powers. Fine, if he attacks me, he attacks me. 6, 6. And now I have 17 rubber trees, so I am going to be set for rubber. This whole section here, for now, is going to be a rubber plantation. I may move it elsewhere. This ought to get me up and going. And it doesn't involve making buildings. Alright, so we'll put this in the number 6, hit a few of them. Grow, grow, grow. And I am set with rubber. Yay! There's another piece of peat. I'm not going to do one at a time. You normally come out here, harvest the whole, you pick up, half a stack of bog earth and you harvest all the peat, for peat's sake. But for now, I gotta check out peat engine, peat-fired engine, technically, from forestry mod. Why are you showing me all this crap? Peat-fired engine. The recipe, again, is standard. Why are you graying it out? This time we need copper gears and copper ingots. And I think I have a piston or 2. Right, I got a piston or 2 left over. 4 of them left over. So I need copper. Okay, I can make 2 of these if I got 6 copper ingots, but then I need 2 gears each, and each of those takes 4, so I need 12 copper. See what's in my section here. Copper. You do get occasional bonus gold for pulverizing copper. That's one reason that the pulverizer is so darn cool. Alright. So while the copper is cooking, let me make a couple of... I need 4 gears. 4 gears is... what the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4. Each gear takes essentially... well, half as much as I'm doing. I will make a bunch of wooden gears. If you're gonna go through the effort, you might as well make more than one, right? I need some cobble to make stone gears, and then I can make the stone gears into copper gears. So, how much cobble I got? How many gears? 8, so that should be fine. 8 gears, 32 cobble will give me 8 stone gears. Alright, well, now let's see what's going on. You can go... Chocobo feathers can be an alternate if I run out of regular feathers. That's cool. There's some room for you and you. I'm going to be moving sugar cane, and some of the sugar will go in the bakery, but sugar, books, bookshelves. Heading towards making an enchanting table at that point. Alright, we're in good shape. I'll just throw tentacles in here. Now let's go make our stone gears into copper gears. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't matter how big of a place you make now. Now that there's like 600 items in the game, you're going to be doing some running around. So you kind of just get used to it, unless you want to build the most absurd things to save yourself the trouble. You can build gigantic mega complexes, 1,000 times the effort, to avoid the same little problem. Let me see, there's not going to be any glass over here, right? Really? There's glass somewhere. I just know it. Well, there's only one, so I can make one engine right now. Alright, whatever. So we need the copper across the top, piston at the bottom. There's always 3 of something, 2 of something, then piston and glass. At least they made that reasonably straightforward. And I need another piece of glass. Was I cooking glass up here? I really should save some in this place because a lot of machinery requires glass. So heading on out. As long as I'm going in the direction here. I'm probably going to get some tentacles in my face, right? Who's slurping and flopping and flipping and flopping? Really? Man, you guys. Are you fighting down there? No, they're not. Neither one is taking damage. They're just having a little anti-tug of war, a little push fight. That's funny. I do think as from what I could tell, the blue slimes do fizzle out during the day, so that explains why there's often blue slime just hopping around the ground into my face. Alright. Cook a few glass, make one more engine, then I'm going to see my little mine chem thing working. But we can always go out and get more peat, right? This becomes very tiring after a while. I think you can just bash it with... Hey, what the hell? Why are we going through this again? Where are you? Okay, what the hell hit me? Stupid blockhead. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through the day here. So I think you can just break this even with the bog earth. That's how we used to do it. The quickest method that I know of. You don't need a shovel. There. All done. And then you put the rest of the bog earth away. And now I got 5 peat. Alright. Now this 1 peat is probably almost done. Wow, look at that sucker go. But it's almost done, so I really just need to get this sucker really going the right direction here. So if I put him there, I can't see how he's possibly going to go the wrong way. There, he joined up as I wanted him to. He joined the flow. Oh look, skeleton gave me a bow I can use to heal my own bow. Alright, so let us try this again. You can put peat in there, and you can see that it does last reasonably long time. And now it'll power both of these machines for sure. I will get some... Oh, that machine needs some serious power right now, in fact. So we'll let the clockwork engine pretty much just fizzle for now. I will put some... We'll do some more copper. I'll just leave the gears. I'm going to have another whole chest for machine parts. Did this chest magically warp into my hand for just that reason? That's kind of funny. Fine, we'll put machine parts right there. Is that what you're trying to tell me? So anyway, machine parts. Gonna have a spare clockwork engine. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can do some mine chem. Meanwhile, pulverize that. That's cooking, just barely keeping up. So yeah, actually the peat-fired engine, I don't know if they nerfed it, but it's doing way less output than I thought it used to. Thought it used to be a fairly long-lasting, reliable source of fuel. I'll have to check some of my notes on that.